Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa Ryan and this is yet another map, specifically a huge TSL Earth. Oh, you're going to love this one. I've been meaning to play a game with Spain for some time after the Frontier Pass and all of the changes they've had to do with settling and switching continents. Spain on a TSL Earth map always just, it's got something for me, especially the idea of settling the Americas, just amazing. But let me tell you about the map first. We have barbarian clans on and we have monopolies and corporations on. Those are the only two mods I'm using at the moment, or the modes that I'm using. I kind of liked the idea of, barbarians being loose on the world and city-states being generated, and I love the idea of creating monopolies with goods from different continents. I just quite like the idea of that. Because this is the catch, I am playing with 40 players, which is every civ in the game in their true starting location situation, but I have left North and South America completely open. That's right, the new world is up for grabs. Every other civ is in the game. We've got Indonesia and Australia and Coupe and everyone you could think of, but it's just North and South America are totally gone. There is no Poundmaker, there's no Brazil, there's no Pedro. That is Brazil. Why does my brain immediately go there? I could have said Montezuma. I could have said Pacachuti. Christ, I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the whole area is free. Europe is absolutely chock-a-block. So what I'm actually doing is I'm using today the Loyal Capitals mod. I've got that back on. It basically means that your capital cannot be affected by loyalty. Works for the AI as well. It just stops the map from becoming a car crash. So our mission today is to kind of do a few things to contain ourselves and protect Spain. We need to guard it off, protect it from the Gauls, protect it from the French, protect it from the North Africans, just consolidate what we're doing. And then we're going to go to sea, and we're going to go and see if we can settle the new world. Now, I will admit, I have, as I often do, tested aspects of this map out before. The Gauls are nasty. They really are just not pleasant people at all. I'm gonna see if I can rush religion. The idea is going to be to go for the, hang on, if I just show you this, to rush the population 2 start, get the settler out, and then double holy site it, double holy site project, see if we can rush through a religion. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what religion I get as long as I get a religion, because Spain is all about religions. Having that 5 combat strength against other people is enough to get rid of the deity bonus, so that is something I really need. I'm looking forward to forming treasure fleets. 3 gold, 2 faith and 1 production from all trade routes that gets tripled if I send it between continents, so there we go, settling in America is a wonderful thing. Cities not on my original continent receive extra production towards district and free builder. That's amazing. Plus, I also get fleets and armadas quicker. So that's just... it's just wonderful. Conquistadors are also awesome. Missions are ridiculously good. It's 2 faith that turns into 4 faith, 1 production and 1 food if on a different continent. That's massively useful. We're going to go extra science next to a campus or holy site, extra science when cultural heritage is there, extra loyalty per turn. It's all brilliant. Spain is so good at settling on other continents. It's going to be so much fun, but I've got to get a religion and we've got to get out. I think I'll be utilizing the Governor Plaza quite heavily this game. My aim is to effectively spam settlers out, get lots of free builders, and then the Grandmaster's Chapel. Later in the game, turning all that faith from all the missions and my holy sites into some free troops. But this is the thing, I actually plan on being fairly peaceful in Europe. I don't plan on actually going to war here at all. My actual plan is to, just go to the new world and wreak havoc, really. If I can get a Golden Age First Era as well, that would be amazingly useful. And the main way of doing that is to meet all the European civs and to pick up tribal huts. Tribal huts are not often, or not likely for me to pick up many of those, but I quite like the idea of, I just like the idea of meeting loads of people and getting an era score for each time I do. It's Gaul. Oh dear, these guys are so tough. All I can hope is that they get into a fight with France before they get into a fight with me. That's the hope. The reason I went for a slinger over a scout is because if Gaul do decide to attack me, quite honestly, the only hope I'm going to have is just arching them repeatedly. I actually could leave a unit in this pass and this pass and just stop people from coming into Spain entirely. You know what? That's not actually a bad idea. Should we do that? Should we cheese the security of this? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm actually just going to leave you here. I might need to build another unit just to go and explore into Europe, but that's actually a really, really good idea. You know, sometimes you see what is essentially a terrible idea, but you can't help yourself because there's a settler right there. I mean, oh, I'm going to regret this massively. I'm going to regret this, but I've got to do it. Oh, okay, right, France. I don't care. You have to she can't even join in because nobody's discovered joint wars yet. Of course they haven't. Oh dear. Right, you know what? We may not survive this. Oh, it looks like Gaul is already at war with France, actually, so they may be a little distracted. Still, though, yeah, they're going to come straight after their settler. That's fair. That's fair. You know, I understand that. The most important thing for me is to settle somewhere that's safe, so I'm bringing myself back right now. Like, I'm not even messing around. If Gaul take the borders of this area, you know, that's fine. There's not much I can do about that. Loyalty pressure is going to be a really tough thing early stages, but we're going to give it a go. There's no housing in this city, unfortunately, but that's okay. Yeah, amenities. We need amenities. We need amenities quickly. And a governor. Madrid to actually level itself up quickly and get a bit more food in. Next term we'll get a third city going, so that'll help massively as well. Spanish population is starting to grow ever so slightly, which means the loyalty on Toledo is beginning to just softly bulge. Softly bulge, of course, being one of the worst phrases uttered in human history. I have my first holy site down, but you can see there's a bunch of competition here for religions. If we're going to get one, we're going to need to steam it through with lots of holy site projects. There's no other way of doing this. It's just got to happen. It's got to happen quick. Caesar with your monuments. Good to meet you. Very good to meet you indeed. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to avoid getting any techs. I can't get any techs. I can't get any civics. I need to keep these holy site prayers as cheap as possible. I think that's the way to do this. I need to unhook that. Make sure I've got the production nice and high as well. Yeah, there we go. The loyalty in Toledo is not great, but I would rather get the religion right now. Peace of the Gauls, good. All right, that's reassuring. That is reassuring. What we're going to do is I'm just going to move to my other mountain pass now. Stop them from settling down here, because they will. First holy site project is done, and I've pushed all the way through to second place, which is very underwhelming. Right, come on, buy some horses from me. Anyone want to do anything that isn't just boring? I mean, 40 gold. Really, I was kind of looking for either being able to produce another settler, which is only 440 gold. That's nuts. Or the shrine for 280. I need more gold than this. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, there we go. There's the city. Okay, right, the Gaul will pick up a city there. We may even lose Toledo from loyalty, or from Barbs, actually. A bit of both. Just a beautiful, beautiful mix of both. Catholicism is down. Okay, but that's choral music. Choral music's fine. Oh dear, I've dropped right back down to 8th. That's okay, that's okay. Oh, that barbed galley is causing me issues. Come on, can the slinger kill it? Yes, it can. Oh, wonderful. That's amazing. Oh, I just picked up pottery. That was a mistake. I just increased the holy site prayers by 3 production. Oops. Okay, let's try and avoid doing that. I'm just going to put some turns into sailing. Foreign trade and craftsmanship are both annoyingly full as well. Okay, we're getting there. Oh goodness, somebody's getting lots of points per term, which isn't great. We'll just watch this sort of clock out. As soon as the turn rolls over, I'll get this, these prayers going. You can see I'm not many points away from having done with this, which is a good thing. And I could sell some horses to produce a bit of gold, which is nice. I think City Patron Goddess works brilliantly well for me. I actually picked up a Pantheon for once, which is quite nice. That'll actually help Seville finish its holy site. There goes Toledo. Okay, I hope I can pick it back up. I should be able to, but we'll see. We'll see. How's the religion game going? Oh, it's close. It's close. We might be able to pick one up next turn, actually. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay, Feed the World is gone. Buddhism was claimed literally the same turn I got my Great Prophet. But you know what? The fact that we even have one, with all of these people gunning for a religion, I will take that. I will take that as a decent bronze medal position. I'm going for the proper Helm's Deep approach here. You shall not pass. I'll just put this in for my cities and yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Jesuit education might be a really good way of getting around the fact that I'm not going to get too much. I'm not going to get the culture. I'm not going to get the food. I could get work ethic. Work ethic would give me a bit of extra production. I think it would give me the grand total of 2 production in one city and 1 production in another. It's not great. It's not fantastic. Religious community. International trade routes provide +2 gold. That's international specifically, and I might be trading to myself because the Spanish ability doesn't really matter in that regard. So, I mean, it's just whether or not I hold in for Jesuit education or if I just go for work ethic. I think... Oh, this is a good question. This is a very good question. I think I might actually go for work ethic. It feels like a bit of a weird game to go for work ethic because I have very little work ethic. My citizens are lazy. But this isn't too bad an option, and I am going to pick up one of my favourites, which is religious colonialization, because I'm not going to be bothered to spread my religion all the way over to the other continent once I've got it. Right, Holy Site Prayers is done. We've got work ethic. It's giving me the grand total of 1 production per turn. 1 whole production, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Can I pick up Toledo again, though? No, I can't. Oh, come on. Come now. Don't be like that. Well, they were like that. They just took out my warrior. Oh, you bastards. Okay, I'm going to get the city back in 8 turns, but that was not needed. Disapprove of that particular scheme there. Yeah, people are just so rude these days. Right, let's get builders going and let's get a Gogi going. Okay, so we're building up the land here. Irrigation has just been boosted. Seville is doing nicely. I'm just going to switch and fix up irrigation because I've got oranges and citrus and spices and all literally things nices all ready to go in my empire. It'll be lovely. Toledo is back. Brilliant. Actually, we need to sell some horses. Rome would love some horses. That is a good deal, actually. Let's just take as much of that gold up front as we can. Good. I'm tempted to not sell the Gauls anything, being honest. I'll take some gold per 10 from Norway. But, yeah, that means actually in Toledo, we could look to get something quite useful here. We could get a monument going quickly. That would help a little bit with the loyalty, and would also help with a bit of culture, because culture, quite frankly, is something that I am desperately lacking. At any rate, let's get a little bit happier. Okay, so that's a single luxury. Madrid is now happy. Okay, Toledo. Actually, that should have helped him a lot. Yeah, it does help a lot. Good. Right, you know what? I will get a monument. Feels weird to be spending gold on monuments, but I do think that's a pretty decent idea. Let's get that holy site sorted. Yeah, as I unfortunately expected, there is no space between Granada and Gaul City. So, off you go. Got a nice little trade route coming along, and look, this is what I mean by Spain. 2 food, 2 production, 3 gold, 2 faith from 1 trade route. A nice little early game boost for me there. Very, very nice. There is 3 inquiry. Okay, that should give me a little bit more, you know, eureka and an ability once we start to sort of build districts. I'm going to get the government plaza in Madrid. That'll just help me get a bit more work ethic from the holy site, which will be tasty. Indeed, waiting for that citrus to pop along. And Toledo needs a governor. I think we'll probably end up getting Magnus, because I could use a few more settlers when the time comes. We went into a normal era this time around. We're going to aim for the golden era next time. I think that's probably the best way of doing it right now. Ah, don't you love the Gaelic culture bomb? Isn't it fun? Isn't it just so much fun? It really is. I've just stuck Armani in Granada in the hope that she can just win over this city-state for me. I could use another ally just in case Gaul goes to war with me again. Well, goes to war with me again. I think I definitely went for them to start with, but we don't like to get bogged down the specifics, really, do we? We'll just assume that it was bad news on all fronts. You see, I've got a couple of options with the Gaul. I can either play the long game, try and get them on side, and really make them like me. If I can do that, if I can pull that one off, I could then loyalty pressure this city into joining me. It's got 5 and they're in a golden age, I'm in a normal age, so there's potential there. There is potential there. Or I can go for the crusade approach and unlock crusade at some point, just pop it over and then use it to go to war. But I quite like to keep my wars with Europe, well, at a minimum really. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'll make open borders with them, which I can probably get 12 gold for doing that. What do they not like about me? Everything. They don't really like anything about me, and that's fine. That's fine. You know what? I'm going to give them 10 horses as a gift. Hopefully that'll be, something. Something. I need to gift them more stuff, really. What about this? I just gift you that. Yeah, alright, that's not too bad. I'm also just keeping an eye on, because at the beginning of the game, don't forget, you can buy diplomatic favour for pretty much nothing. There we go, we just gifted enough favour to give them the +10 for liking me. I hope I can get them on side. It would be great if I could get them on side. Rome is on side. Rome loves me. That's great. Most importantly, there's another city. Valencia. Oh, lovely stuff. Okay. Do I want to bother with a holy site? I probably should bother with a holy site. So let's just do that quickly. I need all the faith I can get for later when I get the Grand Mission chapels going. You know what? Yeah. I will take that 30 favour from you. I have a galley. A single galley for now, but it is a galley. That means that Gaul will respect my military, hopefully, but it also gives Toledo just a little bit more defence. Just a tiny bit more defence, which is... It's just a small reassurance for me, really. Cinquetti is in a much better city-state than me. I like the idea of getting more faith for trade routes, so we'll keep an eye on this one. My galleys are finally now beginning to explore the world a little bit, so we should find loads and loads of people. It should boost masonry for myself quickly. That's helping Toledo with the production. Otherwise, I'm just about to unlock the Temple of Artemis, and I'm tempted to see if I can rush that through in Madrid. That would help. Nice Pingala Artemis start. I've got a nice camp here to use that one on, but each camp, pasture, and plantation, well, there's a camp, plantation, plantation, plantation. So there's enough. There's enough stuff there to give it a decent boost. I quite like Madrid to have that, so yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. Gorgo. Lovely to meet you. I was hoping to find another city-state, I won't lie. What about France? Can you let me through so I can get to Cardiff? That would be sweet. Lovely. Perfect. Right, let's see if we can get to Cardiff. Nope, that's England. We've got Aquitaine, England, Liverpool. Ooh, very nice. Look at all this for 3 as well. That's 28, 48, 53 diplomatic favour that I can buy for 4 gold pieces. Oh, I mean, nobody cares about it just yet, so this is great stuff. Temple of Artemis, it's being built. Okay, I'm just going to wait until I can switch my policy cards around before chopping this forest, but I'd quite like to chop it out so that I can rush Madrid very forward. I'm just going to gamble on getting a city-state of some kind up near Rome. Hopefully they'll have something up there. Already, that's 3 friendships. Oh my goodness, Spain, a peaceful Spain. Everyone loves them. Germany, how are you doing in Europe, Germany? Hopefully pretty well. I mean, as I say, people keeping hold of their capitals makes a big old difference, actually. Oh my goodness, is Gaul and Rome at war? They were at war. Looks like Rome has lost a city to Gaul, or maybe to loyalty at some point. Gaul are having a pretty decent game. I don't like the fact that they've got land here. I don't like the fact they've got land in Italy. I think Gaul is going to have to get pressed out of the game at some point. If we can just engineer that as an opportunity. If I can just get to Cardiff as well. There's the Giant's Causeway. Oh no, it's not Cardiff, it's Armagh. Okay, that's good. That means we've finally now got the option to get a government going. I'm just going to get autocracy quickly. It's not what I'm going to rest on for ages, but I'm just going to do that, get Corvée. So that's 10% production towards wonders, plus 15% towards wonders, plus the urban planning, which I'm just going to switch out maybe for builders, and then we'll go for first equals 2 on envoys. Lovely. Now this gives me a little bit more hope that when I chop into Madrid, bang, that does take a few turns off. Horseback riding boosted. I'm just working out whether or not it would be worth rushing Artemis further. I think it is. So we'll do that, and then I've got 2 more charges of this builder in order to get 2 crabs in. That will boost celestial navigation. We've got this campus set up now. It's just a small campus, but I do need a little bit of science coming in now. Let's get a builder through into library, then granary shrine. I like to just stack these things up so that I can't change them later on down the line. There's Robert the Bruce. You see, I'm meeting everybody now, which means that I'm getting a lovely stream of era score in. With Mount Vesuvius in there as well. Lovely stuff. There it is. Okay, this is, I think, the point where the beginning of the game, which is really, really hard, kind of begins to switch a little bit. Temple of Artemis means that my people will be gluttonous and fat and will be eating deer for days. Nothing but deer. Deer pie, deer pizza, deer ice cream. It'll all be here right in the Temple of Artemis, where you'll be able to buy it for £3 to £5, or, you know, $3 to $7, whatever you guys like to enjoy, really. But there's the Temple of Artemis. Wonderful. +3 amenities already. Oh, what a wonderful place it is to be. So whilst I wait for Madrid's population just to build, let's get one more builder and then get the shrine in. So I'm just increasing my faith, just increasing everything like this. Now I've got the wonder, I'm going to switch to my regular form, which is Classical Republic. Get rid of Corvée. We've got builders, we've got urban planning, and I think we're going to just pick up scientist points just for a bit until I get told that it's a pointless endeavour. Okay, it's a pretty pointless endeavour, that, but, you know, that's fine. It's Dido, White Flag, brilliant music, worked with Eminem, she's a magnificent lady. Here's, okay, just making friends with people. I've got a bunch of friends, but we'll just jump back to quick deals. I'm just going to see if anybody wants my stuff. Oh, Scotland wants my stuff, that's wonderful. Any diplomatic favour going on the market? Yes, a significant chunk of it for 3. So let's just pick up all the stuff that is only 1 gold. I've now got 166 of the stuff. Let's see if I can sell it. 36 gold per turn to England. Yeah, go on, man. Coupe. Goodness me, where's Coupe come from? Some uncharted place of the world. I'm actually intrigued to see if Coupe manages to settle on America before I get there. That would be wonderful. I'm sort of hoping that the Spanish, conquistadors that land on America, I'm kind of hoping the barbarians have formed like city-states and clans over there, to the extent that it becomes a little bit difficult for me to pop up and actually do anything on that continent. That's sort of what I'm weirdly hoping for. Here's the second fish in Valencia. Celestial navigation has been boosted. Good, we can pick up some harbours. I need trade routes, actually. A lot of trade routes. Construction there. Actually, I keep forgetting to get wheel. The amount of times I forget to get wheel is actually quite astounding. Scripture is going to be way more useful for me because, of course, work ethic means that I get a lot more production, so that's wonderful. Okay, you can we actually picked up Chinguetti already, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing, but Armagh would be an amazing one to pick up as well. Just a little bit more faith, a little bit more stuff for me to be able to play with there. Macedon, Alexander the Great. I really want to see him have a fantastic game sometime. He's got such potential. He never seems to sort of break out of his little starting area. It's a very, very cluttered start around there, to be fair. But still. Also, look, the loyalty down in this Gaul city is down to 3. I'm still in the normal age, don't forget, but my population pressure is really beginning to tell now. It's really beginning to squeeze down a little bit on Gaul. I think we should be able to put a decent amount of pressure on later into the game. This harbour, I'm just going to plonk there. Could do with a couple of harbours. I need to get some trade routes up and running, actually. We've got wheel focus. I'd quite like to get currency. So wheel, currency, construction in that order. And then we'll start to shoot towards cartography. Hungary as well. I think we've met most of the European civs now. Actually, I say that. We haven't met the Netherlands. We haven't met Poland or these people. Suspiciously, Portugal's not in this game. I wonder why that might be. I know you guys have been mentioning it. I didn't put Portugal in the game. I know. I wussed out. Do you remember how difficult the Portuguese start was with Spain just here? There's no way I would have survived that one. Here we go though. The international trading routes are beginning to kick into action now. You can see 3 production, 21 gold, 1 culture, 11 faith. These are good routes. So I'm going to send this one down to Mali immediately. This is why we need to get these gold routes up and running. 100 gold per turn. Delightful stuff. Just managed to pick up another 79 of it. Gaul are giving me all their gold up front for that one. I'll take it. I will trade with Gaul if I have to. You know what? I am going to try for Mahabodhi Temple it's always worth it. If you can get those 2 apostles for 3, a little bit more faith, it just sort of helps. And I think Madrid can do it. I've got 2 lumber mills that are ready to be popped down when the time comes. That's a dough there. Lovely stuff. Wilhelmina, pleasure to finally meet you. I hear you've been having some problems with Gaul. Actually, they've got Amsterdam still, so, you know, they're not doing too badly. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, The Broccoli, Midnight Oil and Trufford Askby for all of your support on Patreon. Thank you everybody for all of your support generally. It is brilliant. See you on my next video.